We've been telling you for a while now about the absolute outrage over the natural gas crisis and all the broken water pipes this winter.
Well, there's a community of hundreds of people in Bernalillo County who choose to live without necessities like running water. Antoinette Antonio takes us to Pajarito Mesa for a look at life off the grid.
Just 30 minutes from downtown Albuquerque, the lifestyle on the Pajarito Mesa may as well be of another world. The roads aren't paved. Residents are on their own for electricity, gas, and sewage removal. And the only way to get water into homes is by filling up giant tanks at the local water station.
How many people a day come to get water?
I've got about 10, 15 now.
74-year-old Frank Martinez, who's lived on the Mesa for more than 10 years, has been manning the Pajarito water filling station since it opened last spring. It's the only service residents have received since an estimated 400 to 800 families started moving to the Mesa 30 years ago. For a retired Martinez, it provides a meager income.
Right now, about $1.93 an hour.
$1.93 an hour.
For others on the Mesa, like Jose Rodriguez, the water is a sign of progress, even though he has to pay for it, and it still takes some work to get it home.
It's hard. Families have survived tough times. And it's hard in the cold weather without heaters, without electricity, without water, the most basic things to live.
For Manuel Guerrero, using car batteries and solar panels is a way of life, and he knows that. It's the price he pays for cheap land away from the city.
It's so noisy there. It's tranquil here.
A common misconception is that people who live out here are squatters, that they don't own their land. The County Commissioner Art de la Cruz says the only people who live out here illegally are those who've been lied to.
There were some unscrupulous land sales folks that sold them something that they really can't own at the end of the day. So they're living there sometimes because they have to. Sometimes they're there because they just want to.
In addition to property rights, getting permits for homes on the Mesa is another issue on the 28 square miles of dusty land. But instead of evicting hundreds of families, the county has started the long process of bringing the homes up to code. A full-time county worker has been assigned to monitor compliance and keep more people from moving onto the Mesa. There have even been talks of getting the roads paved and getting utilities to the area. But why such efforts for people who choose to live off the grid, knowing what it entails?
The folks that live and own property there pay taxes. Whether we agree that they should be there or that they shouldn't be there, doesn't change for me the fact that I don't want kids to get sick. I've got families out there, and those families have little kids, and I don't want there to be some kind of an outbreak because they were hauling water in that wasn't safe.
And even though they enjoy the space, the quiet, and the freedom on the Mesa, it doesn't mean these people would say no to running water, power, and better roads. But is that something that will happen anytime soon? Commissioner de la Cruz says while the process has started, chances are not in this lifetime. On the Pajarito Mesa, Antoinette Antonio, KOB Eyewitness News 4.
And county officials say they are still sorting out property issues right now and designating roads to each home. Then they can officially start issuing permits to homeowners. But it's a process they say will take time.